Yeah, so Raw last night was fun. Um, some people are saying it was sort of a mixed show. Some people enjoyed it. Some people are saying it was a pile of poop. Um, and for me, again, it was a mixed bag. Um, the whole Lesnar angle is, the rumors were that he was going to cash in at Super Showdown. I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm hoping he does at least have a point where he could win the title, whereas they're already advertising matches post Super Showdown where Seth Rollins is still the champion, as in Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura in Singapore. Um, so that sort of ruins that, even though, well, it's just a fancy house show, isn't it? They're advertising it as a WrestleMania worthy event when it's just a fancy house show. Um, that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to watch it, unfortunately. It's built with blood money. I am avoiding it like the plague. I'm just watching the weekly shows and then watching Stomping Grounds afterwards. Um, so it is what it is. Really enjoying Firefly Funhouse though. I mean, that is the best angle WWE have got at the moment. I'm praying to God they don't ruin it. The gym angle is hilarious. The fact that Vince has signed off on using a copy of him with devil horns was quite funny. And I just hope, when Bray's back in the ring, that he's pushed to hell and beyond, and it gets into at least a title picture, if not the main title picture, quickly. And that he doesn't just bury him with loss after loss after loss again. And it would be good if, after the sort of social media behaviours of certain wrestlers, especially Big E in particular, if it does resurrect a few people's careers, such as Luke Harper, Big E, Bray Wyatt's been apologising to lots of people he's wronged in the past, one of which was the New Day, and Big E came back and said, well, we'll call it even if you make the best out of Luke Harper. So hopefully that happens as well. But we'll wait and see on that one. Obviously SmackDown tonight, Undertaker was on Raw last night and he was cut off, or they didn't really cut much off, but they still cut him off. And Goldberg's on SmackDown tonight, and it's just spending most of, 1 week of shows to push a fancy house show. The Triple H Randy Orton promo was actually quite good, but for a match I'm not going to be watching. And then Undertaker had, I think, like 2.5 minutes before the show was cut off, and they said they cut him off before he could do his rest in peace line. But we'll see what happens. What else was good from last night? Cesaro Ricochet. Let them have a match every week. They're great together, wrestling, and hopefully they're put into the Universal title picture. Wasn't happy that Ray just was able to give the title back to Samoa Joe. I've got nothing against Samoa Joe, but at least have some sort of tournament or something which makes Joe look strong again after the botchy WrestleMania match, and the match after Running the Bank. It's just like, but there we go. I say, in terms of this whole Brooke angle, the way Heyman was behaving, maybe it will be a breakup of those two in a not too distant future. Why wouldn't he cash in after killing Rollins last night? It just doesn't make sense storyline wise, but there we go. We'll see what happens. I believe he'll still have the briefcase post Friday, after Matt Riddle's threatened to ruin the cash in. I'm sure some shenanigans will happen to stop the cash in, but I'll read up on it afterwards, and I'm sure many people will do. And for those, for the die-hard fans that will watch, but anyway, good luck to you. I have nothing against you watching it, but I just won't be watching it myself. The women's angle, the Bliss. I mean, yay, Nikki Cross is getting pushed, good. The Iconics getting a jobber entrance, great. You know, good take. You know, they're the women's tag champions. They advertise they're the longest tag champs in history, although there's only been two of them on this run of the title anyway. And they're getting a jobber entrance, and yeah, Nikki Cross wins. When does Alexa Bliss ever wear white pants? For her to fall in some coffee? Ugh. You know, is it 2003 or before? You know, behave, WWE. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Although those two would be, you know, great tag champs if it came to it in the not too distant future. So again, we'll see what happens there in the long run. Again, overall on Raw, there wasn't that much wrestling. Ugh. You know, they did an angle with there was going to be a match, and then with the Lucha House Party that was interfered with by, and then it's again just more of a ooh look, it's 3-on-1 for Super Showdown, and you know it's obviously to sort of make it credible that they might win when they're just all going to get flattened. But again, there we go. At least they're looking towards Stomping Grounds, even though that's only a few weeks away. They've set up the first match for that. But again, with Ziggler being involved with Kofi into the title picture, it's just interfering. He'll probably go away again afterwards, and it'll be back to Kevin Owens again, which is leaving no time to actually set that match up. But again, you know, there we go. It is what it is, unfortunately. Standard of wrestling hopefully will be still good, and again I'll be watching SmackDown tonight to see actually what happens, but yeah, it's just again it is what it is, unfortunately. There's a lot of time to start trying to make videos of wrestling, eh? But anyway, that's my sort of verdict on Raw. It was good and bad. Better than it has been, better than it was last week anyway. But I think sort of drawing the line in the sand, what I'm going to say most is, please get Shane McMahon off the telly. Please. Had enough now. Seriously, the Miz stuff was good. Why is he feuding with Roman and the Miz at the same time? He's got lackeys on both shows. This wildcard rule again. One last thing I forgot to mention is this is R-Truth. Brilliant. R-Truth is brilliant. They've made this 24/7 championship quite fun with Drake Maverick and R-Truth and others as well. The angle they put on WWE last night, where they on Sunday night I should say, where they had them pitting each other on a golf course, and then him hiding underneath the ring all night, or input all night, attached to a table. Absolute gold. And I'm hoping to see more of that as well, which will hopefully, in the end, be ended by a Carmella turn on the truth, maybe. Bear in mind she's healthy at the moment, but again, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think of it. If you could, post a like if you enjoyed the video. If you could comment below in terms of how you felt about the show. And so I'm going to try and keep making these videos and hopefully provide some form of accurate reporting and entertainment. But thank you. Bye.